Hi guys. Uh, Update as to how things are going. My arm's all right now. My shoulder's it's not 100%, but I don't need the sling, which is a good thing. My knee's better than it was. It's still not as good as it was in the previous video. Um, I was talking to one of my YouTube contacts the other day about an injury he had, a Leon Foot guy, and I was saying how I was doing. I spoke a little bit too soon, and I've hurt my ankle again. I stepped down off a curb, stepped down off a curb going out of the house, and I went over on my ankle, and I've actually cracked a bone in my ankle. So I've got a walking boot on again. I can't use crutches because of just having the shoulder done. If I've got to go a long distance, I have to use a wheelchair and get pushed because I can't push the wheelchair myself. Um, in the previous video, I was having a bit of bother with my angina. Since that video, touch wood, I actually haven't had any angina, so that is one good thing. I'm using a walking stick in with me left arm to help us get around a little bit. I can't use anything with me right arm because of my shoulder surgery. But surgery was a complete success. I got the sling off on Monday. Everything was going fine. Yesterday I was alright. Being on YouTube, done what I had to do, been to work, came home, went back, went to go out last night because we had a little bit stock take to do at the shop, and I stepped down off the curb to get into the car, went over on my ankle, and I've cracked a bone. So they did consider putting a plaster cast on, but they decided they would try the walking boot first, and I've got that on for 4 to 6 weeks. If it works, could be longer. If there's no improvement after 2 weeks, they will actually put us in a plaster cast. So I'll show you how I'm getting around. I'm not doing too bad. It just takes us a bit of time to get up. I've still got to wear a brace on me. I've still got quite a stiff support on my knee. Not as rigid as I had, but you've seen us with this one on before from when I had my last operation on my knee. And my knee, as I say, is a bit better than it was, but it's still quite tender. Takes us a bit of time to get up. Because it wouldn't be so bad if I could press down on this arm, but I'm not allowed to. So I don't think you'll have seen that because I've got the chair in the road again. So I'll just move that and I'll repeat my walk. So I'll show you my walking boot. Feels good when I take the weight off that. Show you what I've got on my knee. Pull that down a little bit and you'll see better. My knee's still quite painful. It's not as painful as it was. I think in my last video I was using a stick or crutch. I don't need the crutch. I can bend my knee a little bit, and I just can't bend it as far as I could. Everything out my neck's fine now. My shoulder's still quite tender. Can't carry or lift anything or put any real weight on that, but it's early days. Ooh, just pressed up on it, so I'll show you it's bending my knee. I can like sort of straight, like, get it. Don't like I go any further than I'd really start to hurt quite a bit. It's like as if the ligaments are all pulling and straining. I don't quite know how long I've got to wear this for yet. As I've said, I've got the walking boot on probably 4 to 6 weeks, all being well. If if there's no improvement after 2 weeks, I'll have to have a plaster cast on my ankle, and then I would have that on a minimum of 4 weeks, possibly longer. If the walking boot works, if it heals even a fraction in 2 weeks, or it doesn't get any worse, I'll not need the plaster cast, and I'll have it on 4 to 6 weeks. I may have it on slightly less, I don't know. It's one of them things. If that doesn't work and I have a plaster cast on, and then that doesn't work, I might have to have surgery on it, because where I've cracked the bonus knee to where I've had the previous breaks, previous break, and it was a bad break. Plus my ligaments aren't very good, so they may have to put a rod or something, or a plate in, or pins in. But don't really want to do it because of my angina, but if I have to, they will. As far as my knee, I just have to live with it until it gets to the level where I need knee replacement. They're saying probably within the next 12 months it would be advisable. I don't really want it. They said it's up to me. If I can live with the pain, I can live with it. As long as my mobility doesn't get any worse, Econ on the side of putting up with it. So that's how I'm doing. Leon Foot, guys, sorry to see you injured with your ankle again, and it was a case of I spoke too soon. I was just saying my ankle was alright. I did say it does give us jip from time to time. It hasn't actually bothered us over the last couple of weeks. If anyone's wondering what I'm wearing on my other foot, I don't let him do it. Oh, that hurt. I've got what's known as a croc shoe on. It's got a bit more of a raise up than slippers. Quite a lot of the time I like to walk around the house in my bare feet. With having this on my ankle, I can't, as I hobble even more than I do with my knee anyway. So that's how things are going. Hope anyone out there who's injured or recently been injured is getting better. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer if I can or when I get them. And I will post an update video when I've got anything to say. It'll probably might be a fortnight. I might do one in the meantime just to show you how I'm getting around if there's any change. I may have different glasses because I've got to go for my eye check next week. So my asthma's fine, my blood pressure's fine. As I said, my angina's been fine since the last video. Although I haven't had any angina since. Just after I finished the video, I did actually have a bad angina attack. Wasn't bad enough to go to the hospital, but I did actually have to go to bed for an hour. So that's how things are going. Take care, and good luck to everyone. Thank you.